Let's now turn to a different kind of social division. The social division based on religious differences. Religious differences is not as universal as gender division, but religious differences is widespread in the world. There are so many followers of different religions throughout the world, including India. And religious differences are also expressed in the field of politics, but in a different way. How? The three instances are there to show the relationship between politics and religion. See, first is Gandhi's view. Gandhiji used to say that religion can never be separated from the politics. Here, religion doesn't mean any particular religion like Hindus or Muslim, but all the values, ethics drawn from religion. So Gandhiji believed that politics must be guided on the basis of ethics of all religions. Okay. Then second instance is of human right groups. Human right groups in India argued that all the victims of communal riots are from the religious minorities, and the government's responsibility is to give protection to that religious minorities. Okay. Then third example is of family laws. The women movement have argued that there are some families laws which actually discriminate against women. So government should take measures to ban on these family laws. Recently, three talaq, the ban on three talaq, you all know. Previously, sati system. So all that religious practices which create inequality should be banned. Now, so this was the positive aspect of religious expression in politics. But now we will talk about the negative aspect. When religion is seen as the basis of the nation, when politics does not treat every religion equally, when the particular religion is given favor by political party, then the problems arise. And we will use here a term communalism. Communalism, when the religion is the basis of the nation. And this problem becomes more acute when one religion is expressed in such a way that other religious members feel discriminated against, or they feel aloof. This communalism is seen many times in our country also, when there was a partition in India and Pakistan. Now, communal politics, again, there is a new word for you. Communal politics means when the religion is used in politics, it is known as communal politics. Now, what are the features of communal politics? The communal politics says that one religion, one community. First point. Then, the members of one religious groups will follow the same community, same group, in spite of having so many differences between two members. One more thing, maybe the members of different religious groups have same status, mental status, same opinions, same aspirations, but they can't be the member of one community because of the different religions. And the extreme thing is that the member of different religious communities cannot live as equal citizens in the same country. Either one has to be dominated by strong ones, or the other one has to leave the country. This is the very ugly form of communalism, yeah, communal politics. Now, where do you feel the communalism in your everyday lives? There are so many instances, the various forms of communalism in our lives. The first one is in everyday beliefs. We are a little communal, but it is so common that we are not able to notice it. Generally, we feel our religion superior as compared to other religion. This is actually the mentality, and it is very common. Then second is communal mind. A communal mind always think about the political dominance. Those who are in majority, they will say that we are in more in numbers, so our view will prevail, and those who are in minority will demand for a separate political unit. As you have seen in Sri Lanka, the Tamils, Indian Tamils and Sri Lankan Tamils, they demanded for separate estate Tamil alam, but majority demands for their role because of more number. Then political movement on religious lines. Generally, all the political movements are based on religious lines, like use of religious leaders, use of religious symbol, and plain fear, emotional blackmail. Okay. Then last and very ugly form of communalism is violence, partition related violence, and we have experienced this during partition in 1947. These all are the forms of communalism. Now, this is the problem, but what is the solution? The solution is secularism. After independence, yeah, before independence, we can say our constitution makers were well aware about this problem, so they chose a model of secular state. Secularism, yeah, secular state, there are some points in secularism, like there is no official religion of our country, unlike Buddhism in Sri Lanka, or Christianity in England, or Islam in some Muslim countries. Secondly, there is no religious discrimination, no discrimination on the basis of religion in our country. Then we have fundamental right to freedom of religion. We have complete freedom to propagate our religion. No one can force us to change our religion or to follow our own religion. But country has also government has also power to interfere. There is some limitations on this fundamental right, like ban on untouchability. Actually, untouchability was the religious practice, but government has ban on this legal ban because of inequality or injustices to some particular caste group. Okay, so problem was communalism and solution was secularism.